Hi guys, Dweeb the Oracle here, Manifest Guy. Just showing up for myself. Today, in front of the camera, was pretty difficult. A lot of self-judgment and criticism, whatever. The rest of the day was phenomenal. I kicked so many goals. I was on such a roll. The last few days in a row have all been phenomenal, big releases, etc. But just trying to do the self-love stuff with self-doubt and self-judgment, and just looking at myself on the camera, I just keep trailing off, and there was an issue with my notes that just put me off as well. So just doing a recording here. Oh, there's Nikki. EB. Hey, buddy. Say hello to the tubes. But yeah, I'm going to put my other efforts today in this video as well. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was basically just in front of the phone. And now that I've got it started, it's not going bad, but I've got the minutes I need. I've done the minimum. I did the shorts. I've done everything except finishing off the episode, but I'll get my notes in order and we'll try and do that in the morning. Hope everyone had a great day. We'll be back at it. Where are we, EP? Yeah, oh, that great book there, guys. More books to come. 7 Hermetic Principles episode. I'll get the whiteboard out and stuff soon. Feeling a lot better about stuff now that this is done and I've got my minutes. Now it'll be a lot of minutes now that they're all joined together. I know, it's ridiculous, but part of the discipline. I got it done. I did all the daily tasks for the channel today again. So quick kicking goals. And I'm showing what happens. That's what it is. That's what it's about. Showing what can happen, what you go through. I used just those storm breakers, those amalgams, those affirmations. I think about the cats. Think about patting the cats and having the cat on my lap, a nice cup of tea or something like that. Always makes me feel better than where I'm at, or even just feel good about a situation. It's a lot easier just to focus on the good and just transmute those energies into a better situation, better emotion, and move on. So yeah, good day. Weather the storm. Let's get some. See you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, Dweeb the Oracle here, Manifest Guy. Just showing up for myself. Today, in front of the camera, was pretty difficult. A lot of self-judgment and criticism, whatever. The rest of the day was phenomenal. I kicked so many goals. I was on such a roll. The last few days in a row have all been phenomenal, big releases, etc. But just trying to do the self-love stuff with self-doubt and self-judgment, and just looking at myself on the camera, I just keep trailing off, and there was an issue with my notes that just put me off as well. So just doing a recording here. Oh, there's Nikki. EB. Hey, buddy. Say hello to the tubes. But yeah, I'm going to put my other efforts today in this video as well. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was basically just in front of the phone. And now that I've got it started, it's not going bad, but I've got the minutes I need. I've done the minimum. I did the shorts. I've done everything except finishing off the episode, but I'll get my notes in order and we'll try and do that in the morning. Hope everyone had a great day. We'll be back at it. When we EP. Yeah, oh, that great book there, guys. More books to come. 7 Hermetic Principles episode. I'll get the whiteboard out and stuff soon. Feeling a lot better about stuff now that this is done and I've got my minutes. Now it'll be a lot of minutes now that they're all joined together. I know, it's ridiculous, but part of the discipline. I got it done. I did all the daily tasks for the channel today again. So quick kicking goals. And I'm showing what happens. That's what it's about. Showing what can happen, what you go through. I used just those storm breakers, those amalgams, those affirmations. I think about the cats. Think about patting the cats and having the cat on my lap, a nice cup of tea or something like that. Always makes me feel better than where I'm at, or even just feel good about a situation. It's a lot easier just to focus on the good and just transmute those energies into a better situation, better emotion, and move on. So yeah, good day. Weather the storm. Let's get some. See you guys tomorrow. Hi guys. Good afternoon, guys. Read the Oracle, Manifest guy. Back to Manifest, a manifesting channel about manifesting. Day 18, video 18. Everything's going well. No new subs, couple likes, couple comments, lots more views, lots more uploads, posts. The weekly videos are up for the first 2 weeks. Stories are next. Don't worry, I got you. Video 3. Aspects of self-love. I'm sort of embracing the storm at the moment. There's a lot of self-doubt, self-negativity, and what better thing to counteract that with trying to learn, teach myself, teach you guys, put into applied learnings. So self-love and the aspects of self-love, the polarities, and what you can expect on each. The irony of it all is that you're seeking self-love before the world has proved it to you. Just like the adage, as within, so without. You don't expect the fire to be going before you go and put the wood on to keep the fire going. You must start the fire. You must plant the seed. This is the same as starting in the inner and working to the outer. Many other aspects. Self-doubt. Hey guys, Dweeb the Oracle, just on the way back from the mechanic. As you can see, it's pretty wet. It was pouring this morning on my walk. Still went for a walk, didn't pull the notes out. Yeah, but I'm going home to record it now. It'll be up soon. I haven't checked the analytics today. No messages. No notifications from YouTube, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about the how or any of the YouTube stuff. Just use the analytics just to keep an eye on the numbers. So yeah, video coming out soon. I got my coffee, got my notes. Have a great day and be good to yourself. Good afternoon, guys. Dream the Oracle here. Manifest guy. Back to Manifest, a manifesting channel about manifesting. Day 18, video 18. Everything's going well, except it was a bit wet this morning. I got soaked through, couldn't get my notes out. But today we've got notes. It's started to sprinkle, but we should be alright. Back to aspects of self-love. I think this is video 3 on self-love and the polarity of self-love and self-hatred, I guess, and self-loathing, self-criticism all comes up when the storm, embracing the storm comes. There will be negative feedback from the old you to the new you. This will be a test. Morning guys, Dream the Oracle, Manifest guy, manifesting, a manifesting channel about manifesting on my morning walk. Welcome back guys, no new subs, lots of new views, couple of shares, couple of comments, really appreciative. It's going really well, especially after yesterday. Yesterday was a bit rough. It was only channel related also. Yeah, it was only channel related. Every other aspect of life, all my other daily objectives, kick and goals. Did so well. It was so productive and it was so easy. But as soon as I turned the camera on myself, the self-doubt and judgment, so I just took it easy with that. Bit more meditation, storm breakers. I'm in a friendly universe that always has my back, is always a good one. I just think of the cats, my little fur babies, my sweet baby potatoes, and that just makes things better. Just focusing on something good, transmuting that energy into something positive. I got a video out. It's still a positive video. It's just like meditation. A bad meditation is probably going to be your best one in the long run. A bad workout is going to be your best one in the long run. Sometimes, even if it is just feedback is what you need at the time. And yeah, I took that, and you know, as soon as I did that video, I just wanted to do more. I got the mic out, I tested that. Forgot the mic this morning, oops. But yeah, back on track. Day 19, video 19, self-love video 187. I think it's 4 now. Attempt number 4, attempt number 8, video 4. But no, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect for what I'm trying to show you, what I'm going through and what can happen, especially that I'm on topic and these things are happening while I'm on topic. I couldn't be more grateful for that, because I'm learning, implementing, teaching and showing the evidence, and that's exactly what this channel is all about. So without further ado, we will continue with self-love and judgment, and how that relates to the embracing the storm, and that storm being self-judgment and self-doubt. I got there, and trying not to say as well. Just like the age-old adage, as within, so without, and many more aspects of these higher learning spiritual journeys, we have and always have everything built in from a factory, ready to manifest your best destiny and abundance. We're fully equipped. We're fully equipped with these abilities. We have everything ready to go. It's just tuning that radio in, setting the intention and the frequency that's going out. Very important. Touch on the law of polarity. This is one of the 7 Hermetic laws. With the definitely episodes or stories on each of these to come. I just recently got a nice copy of the Kybalion, so I'm going to go through that. That is Hermetic text from Hermes, aka Thoth, aka Enoch. So if you know any of those cats, it's probably the same cat, if there even was a cat. But yeah, hot tip, that cat built the pyramids. Oh no, sorry. The Great Pyramid, the only pyramid. All the other pyramids are just a copy of the one. All that can be proven. Maybe an episode on that. We shall see. Okay. Hermetic laws. 7 foundational laws of the universe outlined in the ancient philosophical text, the Kybalion. As I said, an episode to come. Back to self-punishment and forgiveness. They have the same frequency, being pole opposites, but it's the rate of vibration that separates them. And that what shows up in reality is the rate of vibration is what shows up of the frequency in reality. You discover on this journey you need to become the parent you wish you had. Your parents don't know your journey. Your parents didn't know, probably don't know about themselves or about this at all. So it's up to you to be the parent, and the sooner you can take that on and embody it and start leading that little you, or that damaged inner child, leaps and bounds, guys. Leaps and bounds ahead. You only need one traumatic experience in your life. This is not this doesn't have to be a repetition. It doesn't have to be an over and over thing we pick up as a pattern. It can just be one thing. Emotions are that strong. You only need to go through a traumatic experience or event once in your life for your entire subconscious mind, your perception, to look at everything differently. Bars, write that down. Forgiveness is key. Tell yourself it's okay. Make peace. A distorted past leads to a distorted future. External conflict comes from internal conflict. After all this, some people still want to manifest better looks and other things in the physical, instead of a better positive outlook about themselves, a better mental attitude. That means they won't have to change, and go along with that, partner and relationships that respect that. Morning, mate. First one during the video. a quote by ancient Greek philosopher Seneca: we suffer more in imagination than in reality. That's very true. We run very emotional, very real simulations in our head all the time. Like, the chance of us being in base reality, comparing that to the amount of simulations each of us has done singularly, that's a big gap. The chance of us being in base reality compared to the ones we all run, and then we add up all the ones we all run together, the chance of being in a base reality, very extremely minuscule. Next aspect of self-love. What are we up to? 9 minutes. I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. So we've got self-worth and self-worthlessness tomorrow. I've still got a bit on that, so I'll leave that for tomorrow. Today's been a great video, went very smooth, nice and easy. Daily action items are as yesterday. I haven't done the shorts videos, but I haven't made any obligation to do that, so that's just a weekly thing. Do when I've got the inspired action to do it when, you know, the idea comes in my head and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll do that without even thinking about it. That's how the inspired actions have been coming through recently, and they've been really good. Yeah, update on the car. I got the car back from the mechanic yesterday. If you don't know, I had a breakdown a couple of weeks ago. The car's doing really good. Serviced it yesterday so I don't get the breakdowns again. And both times, absolutely cheapest outcome in both ways. Made friends with the mechanic. Even took them some gifts from work yesterday, just because it feels nice. They were greatly appreciative, and yeah, having a great time, guys. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else than with my 13 subs of 3 people who watch. But I'm very happy, I'm very grateful. Today's going to be another cracker. I've had a multitude of days, more than a few days in a row, that have just been amazing, kicking goals, feeling great, lots of good energetic blocks released, I think. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have a cry in the car on the way to work in a good way. So yeah, looking forward to that, and looking forward to seeing you guys again. Have a great day. Good morning, guys. Back again, Dweeb Diary. Cool. Where's the bus stop? It's back there. Manifest guy. Manifesting a manifesting channel by manifesting on my morning walk. No news to report. I haven't checked analytics. No notifications about anything. Happy days. Moving on, continuing on the self-love. This is dragging out a bit, but necessary. I wish I knew this a couple of months ago, and me going over it repeatedly is only going to help myself, if anything. But it's there to help everyone, trust me. The next aspect of self-love is self-worth and self-worthlessness. Self-worth is the energetic glass ceiling of all that you can materialize in this reality. Thank you, truck. Self-worth is the energetic glass ceiling of all that you can think you can materialize in this reality. Bars, write that down. Most people, well, everyone will hit this ceiling at times, multiple times during this journey, and that's good. That's feedback. It's great to get feedback when you're doing this sort of stuff. Even when you get used to failure being a feedback, you look for the failures more than the wins. Many people think self-worth is what you believe you are worth. That's not true. Self-worth is actually what you emotionally believe you deserve. People believe they deserve all kinds of this in this reality. It's what you know you deserve. It's what you are convinced, what you've conceived to be your worth. These beliefs are intensely emotionally experienced. Not even things, they're just intensely emotionally experienced to the point that they're imprinted upon the subconscious. And as I said in the last one, it only takes one event, it only takes one intensely emotional experience or happening or a thought process to have it impacted and imprinted against your subconscious. But it works in our favor probably more than it works against us, because the ceiling is so high and most of us are just floating above the floor. And this is achieved by retrocognition, or the visualization technique, achieved from a place of relaxation or meditation. Can be increased or headshot multiplied by adding loved ones, the touch of loved ones, the loving thoughts and prayers of loved ones in these visualizations. But we will keep coming back to this method and technique because it is one of the easiest, most straightforward and simplest ways to imprint intense emotions on the subconscious to the point that they take effect in reality. Many trucks and it's wet and shit. Took some good photos. I'll post some good photos. Good, nice, wet, liminal spaces this morning. Came out a little weird. But yeah, I'll send the photos. Okay, next page. Well, how's that shin? God, I wish I didn't look down. I had a mic going. Oh yeah, it's here. I think it's working, I'm not sure. Trying the mic out today. I forgot my little fluff ball for it. I'm a little bit disappointed. I wanted to have the little fluff thing running on it. And I got a little purple cover for it. And I didn't do that either. Tomorrow. My daily action item. One of them. Okay, self-worth continued. If you allow the external to make you feel unworthy or worthless, that's nothing more than a sign that you are yet to solidify a degree of internal self-worth. That center, internal self-worth that cannot be shaken. I'll do that again. If you allow the external to make you feel unworthy or worthless, that's nothing more than a sign that you are yet to solidify a degree of internal self-worth that cannot be shaken. bars, write that down. It's a muscle, guys. Just like going to the gym. Just like any exercise, keep doing it. It works better. And consistency a little bit every day goes a long, long, long way. When your subconscious sees dedication and discipline, I'll touch on that in video after next. Self-discipline, huge thing, and then that'll tie everything back together, and then we can move on, and I'll be a happy little dweeb. Okay. People who know who they are have a high self-worth. They're high consciousness, high vibrational. Coming from a limited state into a unlimited or limitless state, limited by thoughts, beliefs, egregores, pendulums, entities, demons, religion, but yeah, many things holding people back. Could be anything. Okay. These people experiencing higher consciousness, people who know they are they know they are not going to be swayed by low vibrational people, the things they say and think, or other situations that test their strength. And that's what we're trying to do. Get to a point where we're strong and believe in ourselves, where the beliefs of others do not affect us. The limited do not affect the limited, the limitless or unlimited. It says it in the words. Limited, limitless. You get me? You get me, fam? Okay. Next aspect. What are we at? 9 minutes. I'm going to call it there, guys. Tomorrow we're doing self-respect, self-disrespect. Today's action items. Get the mic sorted, find out if it worked. Get it sorted with its own little dongle that goes in the phone. I have a film rig I'm going to try out tomorrow. I'll show you, it's pretty funny. So I'll get all that going for tomorrow. This YouTube video will go up, daily action item. I'll do a short today. I didn't do one yesterday. Yeah, it seems to be the easiest thing to do. Doesn't involve much typing or anything at all. Seems to be the hardest to get out, but I'll at least do a quote a day. I'll keep it at that. Do a quote a day, that's bare minimum, and then anything on top of that. When I have the ideas, the inspired action and stuff, I'll add on top of that. So yeah, thanks guys, thanks for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Any interaction helps, but that's completely up to you. Yeah, I don't even want to say, like, if you get something from this, do something. Like, I'm getting all I need from this already. This is giving me everything I need and more already on 13 subs, and I'm very, very happy. I'm coming out of my shell even more just by filming myself walking in the morning. Yeah, everything's coming up. Guy House, Millhouse, Dweebhausen. So yeah, have a great day, guys. Me and my notes are going home to the kiddies and to do the Ho'oponoponos. See ya. Good morning, guys. Just got off the bus. Dweeb the Oracle, Manifest Guy. Back to manifest, the manifesting channel by manifesting on my morning walk. Aspects of self-love continued, video 1783. we're getting through this, and it's helping me a lot. It's helping me a great deal. I think I've been stuck on this stuff energetically for a while, so getting through this has definitely ironed out a lot of things. I've since starting just this self-love stuff, the aspects of self-love and self-judgment and that sort of thing. It's been extremely helpful. So I'm going to continue. There's probably a couple of days left in it. That's good. More videos, more content. If it's helped me, it's going to help someone else. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. Next aspect after the self-worth is self-respect. More often than not, you disrespect yourself by letting others disrespect us, even unintentionally, by jokes, light-hearted jokes, punctuality, always being late and just being blasé about it. There's a lot of things that we almost rely on our friends to be forgiving, but in the reliance of the forgiving, that's making us shitty people. And then because it's with friends and they're the people we respect them doing the same back to us. It's a bit of a cycle. Like when you step out of these sorts of relationships and you see them from the outside, you see how negative they can be and how we think we've got armor at those times, but we don't. At those times specifically, the subconscious is listening even more because it's waiting for us to say something or do something. Yeah, I got the cat hat out again today. Favorite cat dad. We do it to ourselves. Often it becomes the default backing audio to daily life. Yeah, I definitely notice all the time the bouncer of my brain, of club mind, is always just like, hey, wait a second, let me check your ID. You don't belong here. What's going on? And then you realise you're just talking shit to yourself. Talking yourself down. But you think it's constructive. At the time you think it's constructive, and you may just be purely narrating what's going on. And even just narrating what's going on and being neutral to that continues that neutrality. Very little chance we'd let anyone else get away with how we speak to ourselves. There's very little chance we'd let anyone else get away with the way that we speak to and treat ourselves. Buzz. Yeah, Chinny. Page change. Don't know what happened then, guys. I think a raindrop hit the screen. It's crazy. It's always wet when I get up now. So weird. But usually in between rainstorms, like it was calming down hard while I was still in bed and meditating. Go outside, stops. I'll record this video, I'll get home. It'll start raining again during her Ho'oponopono. Lucky me. You don't respect work. You don't respect your boss or colleagues. And maybe not. But by not respecting other people, that's disrespecting yourself by default. And we're all definitely guilty of that one. Anytime, oh man, this is going to be a hard line. Anytime you are not striving for a standard that you know you are worth, that's disrespect. Anytime you are not striving for a standard you know you are worth, That is disrespect. My arm's getting sore, just give me a sec. Even just the questioning and not being sure if you're doing, you're not striving for that standard. So that's hard as well, coming back from that. Questioning, like, am I doing as much as I want to be? Am I the person I want to be? Am I in the position I want to be in? If you're not excited about answers to these questions, that's still self-disrespect also. Am I doing as much as I want to be? Am I in the position I want to be in? If you're not excited about these answers, that's self-disrespect. And call that an episode. Next aspect is self-discipline. Got a good episode for that tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. Daily action items completed yesterday. I will get the film rig and stuff sorted today. I've got the mic and everything on me. I just got distracted going over notes and catching up with mentor stuff. Thank you for being here. There's more subs, there's more likes, there's more shares, there's more comments, there's more views. Let's effing go. Thanks guys, see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning guys. Just got off the bus. Read the article. Manifest guy. Back to manifest, the manifesting channel by manifesting on my morning walk. Aspects of self-love continued. Video 1783. We're getting through this and it's helping me a lot. It's helping me a great deal. I think I've been stuck on this stuff energetically for a while. So getting through this has definitely ironed out a lot of things. Since starting just this self-love stuff, the aspects of self-love and self-judgment and that sort of thing, been extremely helpful. So I'm going to continue. There's probably a couple of days left in it. That's good. More videos, more content. If it's helped me, it's going to help someone else. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. Next aspect after the self-worth is self-respect. More often than not, you disrespect yourself by letting others disrespect us. Even unintentionally, plus jokes, light-hearted jokes, punctuality, always being late and just being blasé about it. There's a lot of things that we almost rely on our friends to be forgiving, but in the reliance of the forgiving, that's making us shitty people. And then because it's with friends and they're the people we respect them doing the same back to us. And it's a bit of a cycle. Like when you step out of these sorts of relationships and you see them from the outside, you see how negative they can be and how we think we've got armor at those times where we don't. At those times specifically, the subconscious is listening even more because it's waiting for us to say something or do something. But yeah, I got the cat hat out again today. Favorite cat dad. We do it to ourselves. Often it becomes the default backing audio to daily life. Yeah, I definitely notice all the time the bouncer of my brain, of club mind, is always just like, hey, wait a second, let me check your ID. You don't belong here. What's going on? And then you realise you're just talking shit to yourself. not even that, talking yourself down, but you think it's constructive. At the time you think it's constructive, and you may just be purely narrating what's going on. And even just narrating what's going on and being neutral with that continues that neutrality. There's very little chance we'd let anyone else get away with how we speak to ourselves. There's very little chance we'd let anyone else get away with the way that we speak to and treat ourselves. But yeah, Chinny, page change. Don't know what happened then, guys. I think a raindrop hit the screen. That's crazy. It's always wet when I get up now. So weird. But usually in between rainstorms, like it was calming down hard while I was still in bed and meditating. Go outside, stops. I'll record this video, I'll get home. It'll start raining again during her Ho'oponopono. Lucky me. You don't respect work. You don't respect your boss or colleagues. And maybe not. But by not respecting other people, that's disrespecting yourself by default. And we're all definitely guilty of that one. Anytime, oh man, this is going to be a hard line. Anytime you are not striving for a standard that you know you are worth, that's disrespect. Anytime you are not striving for a standard you know you are worth, that is disrespect. My arm's getting sore, just give me a sec. Even just the questioning and not being sure if you're doing, you're not striving for that standard. So that's hard as well, coming back from that. Questioning, like, am I doing as much as I want to be? Am I the person I want to be? Am I in the position I want to be in? If you're not excited about answers to these questions, that's still self-disrespect also. Am I doing as much as I want to be? Am I in the position I want to be in? If you're not excited about these answers, that's self-disrespect. And call that an episode. Next aspect is self-discipline. Got a good episode for that tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. Daily action items completed yesterday. I will get the film rig and stuff sorted today. I've got the mic and everything on me. I just got distracted going over notes and catching up with mentor stuff. Thank you for being here. There's more subs, there's more likes, there's more shares, there's more comments, there's more views. Let's effing go. Thanks guys, see you tomorrow. Bye. Good evening guys. Dreeb the Oracle here, Manifest Guy. Back manifesting it, manifesting channel by manifesting. We got the first goal, 10 subs. First objective was 10 subs in 1 to 3 months, and it's happened in 3 weeks, little less than 3 weeks. Today is day 21. Day 21, video 21, at least 21 already. I'm working on that. But thank you everyone. It's going very well, better than I expected. I'm not expecting anything, but everything has been great. Everything's been great. Yeah, it's been hard to record today's one because when I miss the morning opportunity, it's hard to try and slot it in somewhere. I was going to do it at my dad's house. I was there earlier. It's very nice, picturesque, would have been good scenery, but didn't manage to get it done there. But that's okay, I'm doing it now. At least I'll get a video out every day. The time's not too consistent, but at least a video every day. Aspects of self-love. Next aspect is self-discipline. Probably one of the most important ones, especially on the road to manifestation, because this is where your conviction and trust develop from. Self-trust, self-faith, and they are pinnacle pillars on the road to manifesting, road to abundance, and raising your consciousness. You cannot reach a certain level if you're not disciplined enough. This requires discipline. And discipline's not hard, as I've said before. A brick a day builds a house. A brick a day builds a house of discipline. A brick a day easily goes to 2 bricks a day in building a house of discipline sooner and quicker. The sooner you start, the sooner it is. Start by getting up at a certain time every day. Going to bed at a certain time every day. Making your bed when you get up, or doing an exercise or a visualization or a meditation or something like that. Just add little bricks. All I started with was getting up at a certain time, and then got up at a certain time, went for a walk, and then started getting up at a certain time, meditation, and then a walk, and then a little bit of exercise, and then just brick by brick by brick by brick. It's not hard. You think it's going to take all this time and rah rah rah. It's not. Once you get going, it's really good. It's really good. I've just burnt 3 minutes with no notes, but no, it's good. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling good in it. How can you seek to discipline the universe or the construct when you can't seem to discipline yourself? The outer is a representation of the inner. As within, so without. I'm going to say it a lot. You're going to hear it a lot. And by the end, stuff will be intuitive. You won't have to think about stuff much, just the energy of situations, the energy of a question you're asking yourself. You can pretty much answer a lot of things when it comes to your path and consciousness, and whether something's good for you or bad for you, or yeah. How can you master reality when you can't even master yourself? Self-discipline directly influences self-confidence, which leads to conviction, which leads to the basis of all manifestation. A state of conviction is a state of knowing. A state of knowing your subconscious mind has accepted. When your subconscious mind has accepted being the womb of reality and will manifest experiences that reflect that. I'll say that again. When your subconscious mind has accepted being the womb of reality, it will manifest experiences that reflect that. Self-discipline actually sets into motion a series of events that leads to motivation. Lack of self-discipline, by not adhering to the standards you've set for yourself, you begin to disrespect yourself. Disrespect is the opposite end of the polarity of self-respect. One end can be reached from the other by steps of respecting yourself more. You get to a higher level of self-respect. Start disrespecting yourself or doing things that you think you've told yourself are bad. You can be disrespecting yourself just because you've told yourself something is bad and you believe something to be bad, when all it is something. It is just consciousness in an object or a physical object, and you've put into your consciousness that that's bad for you, when it doesn't have to be, and you don't have to disrespect yourself by making these constructs that you're failing at. I hope that made sense. Okay. These are self-indulgent the lack of adhering to these standards and disrespecting yourself. These could be self-indulgences when you do things you're trying to stop. These are constructs. They're only indulgences and detrimental because we've convinced ourselves, conviction again, we've convinced ourselves that we shouldn't be partaking and or in these things that are actually harmful to us or our journey. I just explained that and then it was in the notes. Because how then can we love ourselves when we were convincing ourselves that we were destroying ourselves? Yeah. And that's it for the notes. Yeah. It's a good little app. Got it out. Big thanks again. We got the sub goal. Tomorrow is first day of week 3. I'll put the new objective up in a post. I'll let everyone know in the morning. New objective, new daily tasks, daily action items. Everything will be up again. I'll start fresh for the most part. Yeah, there'll be another weekly video to go up. I might even do like all the videos to date sort of joint video. But yeah, excuse me. Here's Yippee. Hey, say hello. Hello, Beauty. That's little Nico. But yeah, have a great night, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for this journey. It's going better than expected already. Kicking goals in less than the time outlaid, which is part of the process. Setting a time you can, you be excited about. I don't know how YouTube works. I set a goal. I got it. Let's set another goal. Let's get that. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Looking forward to it. Yeah, goodbye from me and Nico. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Oracle Manifest Guide, where we manifest a manifesting channel by manifesting. Day 22, video 22 at least, in a row, start of the 4th week. Thank you for being here. It's been such a ride. I passed the sub goal. The next goal, objective for the channel, 1 to 3 month objective, is going to be 50 subs. 50 subs total. Shouldn't be hard at all. It's we've already got the ball rolling. I feel it's quite achievable and won't be hard the way things are going at the moment. So 1 to 3 months. Next objective, 50 subs. Feel good about that, and that's what makes this easier. That's what makes this fun, and that's when you know you're onto something that the body, mind, spirit is aligning to work towards. It's called Sweet Spot. Neville Goddard talks of it, possibly coined by Napoleon Hill. But yeah, good spot to be. Rolling forward, more comments, more shares, more watch hours, more video hours up. It's going great. It's going great. Today. Excuse me. Today I'm touching on frequency and probably a few things, bit of a some of these would be a bit of a rude shock or awakening. Just, yeah, stuff you wouldn't realize is associated with your frequency and the stuff that influences that. So, let's get into the notes. If you keep feeding your old frequency, you will not be able to get to your new reality. Think of it as a glass ceiling, the glass ceiling analogy again. Something you can't initially see, preventing you from reaching or achieving that which you seek. Feeding the old frequency is feeding the old reality. Isaac Newton, who was a physicist, scientist, writer, scholar, and occultist, said every action has an equal and almost got run over. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Sir Isaac's third law, the law of action and reaction. Not last time, we'll be touching on Sozak and his laws. They're fundamental to the way this reality works and part of the natural laws which are which are congruent across the construct. The only laws that can be counted on inside and out. Back to frequency. If your metaphysical stomach is full from feeding your old frequency, there will be no room to feed the new one. So the new frequency starves. When you choose to feed the old frequency, when you choose to do these detrimental things, you start feeding your old frequency. So long as the old frequency beats you at your own game, you will never be able to get to your desired reality. Stop it. You're already full. Tuning. It's important that we, to ourselves, define the attributes that make up our old frequency. Just write them down. Write down stuff that you're trying not to be, but also don't focus on these things. Be aware of these things, and even seek the opposite polarity of these things as a way to steer from these things, if that makes sense. I don't think there's one person that at one time hasn't thought there was alternative aspects to them, to their being, to their old frequency. Where in the old frequency, you're not really comfortable. You're always stressed. You're always chasing something, the dangling carrot or whatever. Sorry about that. My arm got sore, and then I tried to pause it, and then it stopped, and I'm caught up now. My arm's better. Across many cultures, this old frequency, or this lower frequency, or sometimes referred to some sort of entity, but across many cultures this is personified as many different things. Levels of consciousness can only describe things in the belief systems that they hold. So these come across as, you have the devil, you have the beast, you have the monkey mind in Buddhist traditions, you have the lower self to the spiritualist, you have the primal brain to the scientist, you have the shadow self in the Jungian school of thought. Not one of us doesn't experience resistance from the old frequency. At times, all the time, there's always some of it, there's always path of least resistance to follow the high road and the low road. Awareness is a prerequisite to transformation. Without awareness, it's pretty windy. My page is going everywhere, but it's really nice. I like it when it's cool out. Getting a bit warm. Anywho, without awareness, there's no noticing an old or new or current frequency. Without awareness, there is no frequency. You're just stuck in the physical realm. Everything is 3D. Awareness is almost very close, but not quite. Gaining this type of awareness, 3D to 4D, very similar of going from a third density understanding of reality to a fourth density understanding. Unsure of what I say. Lucky I've read Stalking the Wild Pendulum by Itzhak Bentov. Unfortunately, Itzhak meant sudden, unlikely demise after that book was published. Maybe he's underground, living it up. 3D, the third dimensional, third density reality is based purely in the physical. Length, breadth, depth. NPC, spec territory, mass consciousness, beliefs programmed by the narrative. Fourth density, physical reality plus time. But it's not time as you think of the clock and time is ticking linear time. It's the awareness that there is no time. The awareness that there is all awareness. Knowing all is one. One is all. There's no linear time. Time is just another construct designed to make us think there's a beginning and an end when it's all just cycles. Everything cycles through. Everything cycles through. Time doesn't exist without watches or clocks. Groundhog Day. I love that movie. Great analogy for all of this. And that's my notes on frequency for the day. Thank you to everyone liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Is having any sort of influence on the channel. We're only going up from here. Couldn't find the mic this morning. I'm gonna have to do some more arm workouts. I didn't do exercise this morning. That's probably why my arm's getting sore from holding the phone. So yeah, have a great day. I've got a couple of little story scripts written up and a couple of posts to do. And yeah, daily objective among the normal things is doing the 7-day video. The last 7 days video all in one. So yeah, look forward to that. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow and dropping some more knowledge. Bye. Good morning, guys. Dream the Oracle here. Manifest guy. Back to manifest. A manifesting channel by manifesting on my morning walk. It is Sunday morning, like 4 something in the morning. Let's get this done. Lovely day. I've got great notes. I've got mic on today. I found it. I found the fluffy for it. I found the little purple thing for it. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber now. Frequency. Day 2, part 2. This is day 23, video 23. More stuff overnight. No subs, but likes, shares, comments. It's going really well. Once again, very appreciative. And I'm pretty much showing exactly how this is going to play out. It should be, from my standpoint, it should be fairly predictable. But I'm just showing how quick it'll ramp up and get very exciting. Yeah, changing a frequency series part 2. Let's get into it. High frequency isn't just high vibes, feeling good all the time. There's lots of dangerous spiritual beliefs that come along with this, along with self-care, being spoiling yourself and treating yourself and all that sort of stuff. Frequency is nothing more than a repeated energy signature. Every frequency will turn into reality. That is what you're experiencing right now, is what you're putting out there frequentially. Is that a word? Not sure. It is now. If we look at frequency from a metaphysical standpoint, it's a repeated energy signature. But if we look at how we use it physically as human beings or spirits trapped in the bodies of human beings, I'll turn the page of my phone. The infinite contained in the finite, the ocean of God bottled up in a water, is exactly what you are. Please don't take the idea, word of God, as anything more than source, mass consciousness, the informed field, where we come from as an energetic entity. This repeated energy signal we are sending out is our awareness. So, frequency within the conceptualization of humanity, individuals, human beings, it's awareness. Frequency isn't about feeling good, which was what most people attribute it to be. If you play into the concept of high frequency as feeling good, you'll want to feel good all the time, or better, which means, just check the street, which means you'll be going against the very nature of the universe. You go against the very nature of yourself. Ooh, the light. Figuring it out. And anytime you go against the nature of yourself, you'll go against the nature of God. And anytime you go against the nature of God, all creation, the simulation, Dharma, source, the force, you suffer. H-E-double-L, oops, H-E double hockey sticks, hell on earth, if you're not currently doing that already. These spiritual ninjas trying to be high frequency or feeling good all the time. Frequency doesn't exist, just like anything else in this reality, without both polarities. What goes up must come down. There are no truths in reality other than what your subconscious mind accepts as being true. So if you're trying to stay high frequency, high vibes all the time, subconsciously you attach feeling sad, or worse, just plain not feeling good all the time, a very feeling that isn't good or better is associated with being wrong, and that subconsciously creates that glass ceiling again, preventing you from getting to the higher levels of consciousness, and it's just holding you back. The idea that you're not where you were meant to be at this time, the idea that you should be feeling good all the time, this is going to hold you back. You're building your own glass ceiling to your higher levels of consciousness, to be able to achieve higher levels of consciousness. Higher levels of consciousness. Frequency can be interchangeable with things that we call the mind or consciousness. You've heard the phrase before, mind over matter, but they aren't separate, they are one. They are the same energy, just at polar opposites. The only thing changing them is the frequency of their vibration. The only difference between the two of them is their frequency of vibration, and that's just a subconscious change, a mental shift, a removing of one energetic barrier, a realization of one emotional episode we had in the past, or something that we've inherited ancestrally in our DNA, which is completely scientifically provable now, that we definitely inherit these mental blocks, mental issues, subconscious blocks from relatives we never met. That's crazy. People handing down their baggage handlers, just handing it on to the next person. It's crazy stuff. It's great stuff. This is the most interesting thing I'm doing at the moment. That's why I'm doing it. But yeah, frequency part 2 done. I thought it was longer than that. Daily action items. Here we go. I'm going to do 2 shorts today. Yesterday I had a short I didn't do. Yeah, I just got to catch up. I'm going to try and do 2 shorts a day now. They're very easy. Yeah, it's only going to help boost the channel. And if it's in a daily task or whatever, I should be doing them. They're only going to help me. Only going to help. And when you get the ball rolling on certain tasks and getting disciplined with certain tasks, that's when, as I said last episode or episode before that, discipline is one of the 4 pillars of manifestation, and building on good groundwork or a foundation for manifestation. So yeah, picture post is going to try. I gave my dad the book, Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza, but in there there's a lot of data in the middle, photos of scans, medical readouts of machines just showing metaphysical and spiritual things you may not know that can be shown in the scientific realm now. So that'll be exciting. And yeah, I'll do a couple of quotes in a literary post. And there's the last week's videos all up. I'll make a 7-day video out of that. Try and keep those coming out every week. As I said, discipline. It's just a brick a day builds a house, guys. If you want to start discipline, 5 minutes a day of something you don't want to do. No stimulation, no music, no phone. Just 5 minutes a day, then go to 10, go to 6 even after that the next week. You'll feel amazing. Just 5 minutes of discipline a day. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Back tomorrow. Nice day, not wet. It's unusual for it not to be wet in the morning at the moment, but it's pretty dry, which is nice. Shout out Aaron for the beanie. He mentioned it yesterday, and it keeps me warm. So yeah, cheers guys, see you tomorrow.